next Fox 6 News.
Thank you, Jenna. Much more to come right now. A lot of public employee unions, of course, are disappointed tonight, but they say their fight is not over.
Yeah, in fact, there is actually another court case that could still bring them some good news. Our Tammy Hughes has been looking into that. Tammy?
Yeah, today's court decision is undoubtedly a major setback for most of the public employee unions who were impacted by Act 10, but they are promising to not give up their fight.
Well, our members they're just extremely upset. They're very worried about what this means.
From nurses to teachers and beyond, most public employee unions are disappointed with the federal court's ruling saying Act 10 would stand. Though they lost this court battle, union leaders still believe they're on the right side.
We know this law was bad when it was passed. It's bad now. It's wrong. It was wrong then. It's wrong now.
Bruce Colburn is with SEIU and represents public health care workers. He says the consequences of Act 10 are already being felt.
And we've seen just at the veterans' homes the loss of staffing, where we now have forced overtime and not enough staffing.
We're turning things around. We're heading in the right direction.
But just this week in his State of the State address, Governor Walker argued his reforms have worked for Wisconsin taxpayers.
Today, Wisconsin has a $342 million budget surplus. Property taxes on a median-valued home went down in each of the last 2 years.
These union leaders don't disagree with those numbers, but they argue those savings have also come at a cost, especially in Wisconsin classrooms.
What's happening in many of our schools is larger class sizes, less adults working with kids who need help. As a community, we can't sustain ourselves that way.
Now, the only thing they can do with this federal case is to see if the U.S. Supreme Court will take it on. Right now, they are holding out hope, at least at the state level, because a judge did strike down parts of Act 10 based on the state constitution. That happened last year, but that decision is still being appealed. So today's decision, guys, still not the end of this.
Of course, the expert in Jenna's story said he thought it could go to the Supreme Court. Do these people think, you said they're hoping, do they think it will?
They didn't say right away, we're going to fight this. They said, we want our attorneys to look this over and see what they say. But of course, the Supreme Court, the U.S. Supreme Court, they have to agree whether or not they want to take it anyway.
The case, exactly.
So we'll see.
All right, Tammy, thank you very much.
For more reaction from lawmakers and to see the Act 10 ruling in its entirety, go to our website, fox6now.com.
On the screen right now, it says 39 degrees.